When I was six, I was staying up in Atlanta, Georgia, Bankhead, Simpson Road. Shout out T.I.
Yeah, shout out to
uh,
you.
but yeah, I had got into a bad car accident. I actually got hit by a car.
Yeah,
It was doing 40.
yeah.
Spun. It put me in a coma for about a week. Destroyed half of my face, was scarred up,
Mm-hmm.
and then I spent 3 months in ICU. Went through 2 jaw surgeries. Actually woke up during one of those.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Designer Dine, and we back with another Sons of Florida podcast. And I got the honor and pleasure of sitting right here with somebody that could be potentially working on your website. Q.
What's up? Hey, how y'all doing? It's Quan, K1.
Yes, sir. Hey, K1. Man, I appreciate you for, checking in, stopping by, the podcast and, just sitting down for a talk. Um, so let's get right into it though. Um, when you were first starting out doing what you do, um, and I'll let you elaborate on that. Where did your interest with computers start at?
Well, my interest with computers started when I was like 5. I got my first Super Nintendo, first game system, and I just went from there. After that, it was those little, electronic kits. Played with those a lot. And then, middle school hit and then computers started.
Yeah. So if someone met you before you even had your start with that, what would you tell them about yourself? How would you describe yourself to them?
Let's see. Mainly like pretty much a builder. Like I've been building up.
Yeah.
So pretty much that's how I would describe myself, as a builder. Cause I kind of, I did the tech stuff. I was into tech, but also construction at the same time, because that's what I did in the military, was construction.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like I put the two together.
Yeah.
So
What made you fall in love with technology though?
To be honest, I seen what it was coming to.
Yeah.
I knew it was gonna boom. I knew the time of technology was for the boom. So I just went along with it.
Yeah. So you had the insight to realize that pretty much technology gonna be taking over.
Pretty much.
What gave you that insight though?
Life experience. It's hard for me to say, because it's like the way I look at things.
Mm-hmm.
I look at it differently. So I kind of like always on point. That's how I would pretty much put it. Because it's like, shoot, just a couple of years ago, before AI even hit, I was thinking about the AI and how to incorporate that into the tech, into my, my projects. So that insight, I just went along with it.
Yeah. So when you build a website, when you're creating it, what are you really building? Are you building it on your thought process, or are you building it to cater to how you see a need for the client?
Pretty much how I see a need for the client. Because let's say, for example, I just built a website a few days ago, and the guy is he does lawn service, hauling, truck hauling, junk removal. So I kind of like incorporated some 3D into his website, showing off some of the equipment that he used.
Yeah, most definitely.
And then also I built my brother Dirty Red. I built him a website.
Yeah, shout out to Dirty Red. Yeah.
I built him a website, and it's fully 3D. It's a 3D studio.
Yeah.
That when people go on book, they can interact with it. So I try to like, when I build stuff, I try to make it different and unique than what's already out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So you have a vision already set in mind on how you see it's being set up pretty much.
Pretty much.
That's awesome, because the way that you did my website, and I appreciate you too, bro, for real, because you did an amazing job. So you really picked up the essence of what the Sons of Florida needed. So yeah, like I said, that's the reason why I kind of asked that, because you seen the need and you tapped right into it.
Yep, that's what I try to do.
So when most people are looking at, you as an individual, they see a finished product. But take us back to a time when you weren't that finished.
I mean, I would have to say towards like the end of high school, I was just a mess. So I was still, guys, getting into age. So I was still trying to find myself,
Yeah.
And figure out what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Even though I still had that tech in me, because I always consider myself a jack of all trades. It's quick. I can pick up on stuff real quick, learn it real quick. So I would say like around high school, right around the end of high school, I was like not a finished product, but what finished me was my kids.
Yeah. So talk about, how not being the product that you are now, being able to have the access that you do. Talk about how did those experiences build you into the person that you are now?
Pretty much they like kind of just like understanding and like pretty much knowing kind of like what the word I'm looking for, because I lost the train of thought.
Yeah, no, okay.
Repeat the question.
How did those life experiences build you into the person that you are now?
Oh, learning from them. Pretty much just dealing with it at a young age and taking care of it.
Yeah. So speaking back at a young age, you had an incident that took place that did some altering to your life. Speak on it a little bit. What took place?
Well, when I was 6, I was staying up in Atlanta, Georgia, Bankhead, Simpson Road. Shout out T.I.
Yeah, shout out T.I.
But yeah, I had got into a bad car accident. I actually got hit by a car. It was doing 40.
Yeah.
Spun. It put me in a coma for about a week. Destroyed half of my face, was scarred up. And then I spent 3 months in ICU. Went through 2 jaw surgeries. Actually woke up during one of those jaw surgeries where they had long needles going through my jaw.
Wow. Yeah, so you had a traumatic injury at a young age.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you work through that at such a young age, though?
I think having a strong mind put me there, because it's like after my accident, like they were talking about like putting me behind, putting me a grade behind because I had missed, so much of school, and I didn't want that. So learning kicked in. Oh, you need to learn how to do this stuff. You need to keep learn. So that's what that that built me into a learning machine. And from that then on, I love to learn.
So did you feel like during that time, though, especially coming up through high school and grade school, you were judged by your appearance because people would look at you and not understand what took place?
Yes, I think that was a lot, especially, I mean, shoot, all the way from the time the accident happened till pretty much, I'd say to the day, people still, judge me by my facial looks. But as again, I go back to my mind because it's strong, So I could have been that kid that fought everybody that said something wrong about me. But then what would I be now? I'd be probably in jail, always fighting people. Yeah. So instead of being mad at people, I just always laugh with them or just ignore them.
Right. So we'll go to the next thing. You spoke about you having some issues with substance abuse. Do you feel like what took place planted seeds to using different substances?
I'm gonna give you my thought of it, and it all comes down to parenting. It's like parenting is what I don't know how to explain it, because I mean, pretty much I got into substance abuse following my parents, because if my parents wouldn't have did it, I probably wouldn't have did it.
Yeah. So it really wasn't a coping mechanism, it was your surroundings.
Pretty much.
Because you know, and I say this, we would see you in school and you had a type of upbeatness about you nobody else really had. So we didn't know that you were kind of, geeked up.
Yeah, I didn't show it, but
yeah, yeah, you were moving, you were flowing pretty good. But moving forward, when we went to Dunbar, nobody never knew the things that you were going through. How did you cope and hide it so good, though?
I guess it's a gift.
Yeah.
It's a gift. It's like I could be something, I could feel this way, but I ain't really got to show, the next person how I'm feeling. But I mean, a lot of the times it was you didn't see me.
Right.
Because my first period, I was out the door.
You was out the door.
I was out the door.
Yeah, doing what you had to do. What you had to do, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man. But listen, so I say this, though. Was there ever a thought where you were going through what you was going through that made you say to myself, hey, I need to do better? And what did that look like when that better started happening in that thought process?
I would say it was pretty much right before I got with my wife. I was kind of going in between some things, like with somebody in Jacksonville and a chick here, and I was just like, I need to get myself together, because I as a person, ever since I was 18, ever since I seen, I always wanted my own children.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's a good thing,
Yeah.
It's a good thing, I didn't have any of them women that I didn't, really wasn't gonna be with.
Yeah.
But once I had my kids, and it was like, yeah, you gotta get it together, and stop all the mess.
Right. So why web design?
Web design, because it's like you can pretty much create anything with it. That's why.
Do you feel like what you do now has been therapy for you?
Yes, it has. Helps me concentrate. Definitely helps me with my memory, because I got to remember a lot of code. Because you got, like, even now, you got AI, but a lot of that AI stuff, you still got to know what you're doing.
Yeah, you got to know what you're doing.
You got to know what you're doing.
You got to know the right questions to ask.
What the right questions to ask, and then AI isn't always right.
That's
it
right.
It can have mistakes in it.
Right.
And you got to know how to fix those mistakes. And if you don't know what you're doing, how you gonna know how to fix it? But yeah, that's when I started to see I really need to turn my life around.
Yeah. So when you're building a website, what does that teach you about rebuilding life? What's the correlation between, life and building websites?
So there's only one word, and it's called language. They both deal with languages. Life is without language.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be here talking to each other.
Yeah.
Without language, you wouldn't be able to do that stuff you're doing on your phone.
Right.
So it all goes back to language.
Mm-hmm.
A website is just language in a different format.
Yeah.
So basically, a website is just talking. It's just a language talking to people.
Yeah. So it's speaking to an individual without having to actually use words.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So if you could go back to that young version of yourself and tell him words of encouragement, what would you tell him?
Learn how to code right now.
Yeah,
I think I did join the coding scene a little late. Because I've always did tech and love computers.
Yeah.
But I never really jumped on the coding scene until my late 20s.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish I would have learned how to do it a little earlier.
Yeah.
Pretty much in high school. But I had other things going on.
Yeah. You definitely had other stuff going on. Hey, but what would you say to a young individual that's coming up right now that's done dealt with or dealing with some of the stuff that you've gone through? What would you tell them to push them through that situation, to get them some words of encouragement?
I mean, to be honest, it's out there. You're either gonna do it or you're not gonna do it, but learn from it. Definitely learn from what you're doing, and no matter what you're doing, do what you love to do, because you won't be happy until you're doing what you love to do.
Man, talk about
no
it.
matter how much money you make doing it, you ain't gonna be happy until you're doing what you love to do.
That's right. Yeah. So what can people find you at?
You can find me on Facebook, Quan Appman Miller. My website is Anonymous Apps with a Z in both anonymous and apps.net. You can reach me there. Yeah.
Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Just to give a shout out to my wife, Courtney Miller, my kids, Addison and Madison and Henrietta Miller.
Yeah, most definitely. And like I say, bro, I appreciate you. And if you haven't got a chance to check out my website, you can go see some of his work at thesonsofflorida.com. And I definitely want to give a shout out to my sponsors, Brian Lopez. You can find him at Busky.com. And my other sponsor, you can find him, Corey Shapiro, at VintageFrames.com. This has been another Sons of Florida podcast.